everyone is frustrated. But like I said, we're not panicking. 2 games in, we got 15 games left. So we'll just take a deep breath and relax. We're going to be fine.
Jackpot! 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 Let's go. In the night, stripes in our veins, sparks gonna fly. The beast is awake, orange, black and white. Cause when the jungle come alive, day we ignite in Cincinnati, we gon' rise in the jungle we unite in dripping orange and black and white. Day when we fight, live and die in these stripes. Wake up the beast, every day is a feast. Time to bust it off the leash. In the jungle dripping heat, tigers strike the city streets. East side stand up, west side stand up. If you reppin' who they, time to put your hands up. Bingo stripes, we in it. New day, new age, yeah, we get it. Cincinnati jungle fitted. Who they in our house, we win it. Orange and black and white, we build it. Earn our stripes, you know we kill it. Bleed our colors, jungle dripping. Nasty, natty, yeah, we lit it. Lit the crowd, get the city loud. Yeah, we feasting now. Fit the bounce, make the city howl. Now we beastin' now. Thunder through the tunnel, from the sideline to the huddle. Stripes we tatted on the jungle when we flex that who they muscle on them. Stripes, Cincinnati, we gon' rise in the jungle we unite in dripping orange and black and white. All day when we fight, live and die in these stripes. Now who gotta move like it on? Now who wanna move close on? Now who wanna move on? If you got stripes, then you let the city know you rock 'em. Yeah, we got 'em. Yeah, we fought 'em. Like that black and orange upon 'em. Bingo bottle, never stop it. Till the beast on beast and know 'em. Who they rockin' with the diamond stripes, flossin' on the ring. Cincinnati, she's our queen. We gon' show the world who king. Orange in the day, black in the night. Stripes in our veins, sparks gonna fly. The beast is awake, orange, black and white. Cause when the jungle come alive, day we ignite in Cincinnati, we gon' rise in the jungle we unite in dripping orange and black and white. All day when we fight, live and die in these stripes. Now who gotta move like it on? Now who wanna move close it on? Now who wanna move on? All day when we fight, live and die in these stripes.
Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to the show. This is Sports with Strawberry Ice. I'm your host, the Iceman, Jeff Trunapole. And as always, I'm bringing you sports from a West Side point of view right here from the great city of Cincinnati, Ohio, home of Jackpot Joey and the AFC North champion Cincinnati Bengals. And the guys who won yesterday, we're going to have a victory party. Freaking love it. I love winning. All right, do me a favor. If you found the show, hit that like and subscribe button. Smash that thumbs up. I'm up to 1,593. What is it? I got 1,905 subscribers. Got my own numbers messed up. I appreciate all of you guys. If you're not watching me on YouTube, why not? Go to the YouTube channel, Sports with Strawberry Ice. Hit the subscription button. Hit the bell for the notification. And every time I go live, you'll be notified. Also, exclusively in the YouTube chat, we're doing Super Chat. So if you like something that you want cap, or I have a surprise guest as well to answer a question, give me a super chat. I greatly appreciate it. And as always, I'm coming to you live from the Ice Cave. And the Ice Cave is brought to you by T Properties. T Properties, quality housing for quality people. Check out the website at www.tpropertiesllc.com for all your rental property management needs and your rental needs. What's up to everybody in the chat? Cameron, what's going on? Keith, you're there. Greg was there. Joe's there. B, what's up? I saw Derek in there as well. Who else is in there? Chris. Who else? A stranger, you're always first. I always got to give you your props. He's always the first person to comment on my show. I love it. Anyway, But you guys had an absolute blast at RJ Cinemas yesterday watching the Bengals. I won't say whoop the Saints, but they beat them, and they put 30 on them. So everybody kept talking about the offense. Well, the offense was very, very efficient yesterday, I would say. Now, normally we have Cap on here, which he is, but also I have a very special guest today. He's my Saint neighbor. He's not that special. He's Dale.
Hi, guys. I'm here.
Dale is here. All right, let's get to the reason everybody's here. You know, they're not here to see us. You know, they're here to see Cap. Let's get the Cap. What up, Cap?
His picture is so much better.
He's got a better camera than we do.
That's a good point.
What's up, boys? So how are we feeling on this Victory Monday for the Bengals? Well, Cap's so good I can't hear him. You're muted, dude.
I say, who that? We went down there, you know, who they better?
That's what he brought back. That's what he brought back.
Yeah, and it's not 100% fake because
I
am struggling hard.
Now, you're married to Jess, who Derek said is the expert on how to yell through the diaphragm.
And it goes all out the window when we're in the club after the win.
Fair.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cap was vibing last night.
I was just trying to keep up with Zim. That's all.
It's impossible.
That's a lot right there. So when did you guys get back? Get back today?
Yeah, just a couple hours ago. I had 3 hours of sleep, so I woke up from a nap. I don't know where I am right now. I think all this is real, but I could be dreaming it. I don't know.
You're on the Strawberry Ice Show. We do this every Monday.
If this was your dream, you'd have some issues. If that's
exactly.
Hey, Dale, I have some issues. I left a few of them in Nolans.
Derek has a request for you. Can you say that?
Oh, go Tigers.
Go Tigers. All right, boys.
We love no more.
Hang on a second here. It's a Victory Bengals Monday, so we got I got support my boys. Also, got the Jackpot Joey beer. So I don't know if Cap, if you're drinking anything, but I'm pretty sure me and Dale are gonna.
Let's go Jackpot Joey.
We're gonna have something to drink here on this Victory Monday. We got Dale.
Yeah, Miller Lite.
Cheers, baby. Let's go. That's good.
I need some. I need some protein water.
Just the whole show.
Anything wrong?
All right, so what was the vibe like down there, Cap, all weekend? It looked like a ton of Bengals fans down there.
I've never seen anything like it. I'm sorry. I've never seen anything like it.
You can't get out of it. You can't get out of the
He's
place.
stuck in it. He's talking like this all weekend now. Come on down there. You sound like freaking Boonhauser, dude.
I don't know what happened to me down there. Now I can't stop saying it. Oh, my God. It was crazy. I'm crying. It was crazy. Like, okay, so the Super Bowl was amazing. We've been on the road, and the Bengals fans, we're traveling better and better, but better. We're traveling better. But it is just like it's gonna come and go the whole.
It's
show.
the only way he can talk for an extended amount of time.
Yeah. But yeah, exactly. Yeah. For some reason, my voice breaks if I don't do that. You know, there's something in the water down there. Now I can't talk unless I do that. But the fans were just phenomenal. Like,
Home is where you make it.
Just, home where you make it.
You like to see almost naked?
I can't.
Oh my God.
No, but I mean, so there were so many local Bengals fans. And there were Saints fans who loved Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase so much that they were hoping for it. Like they were willing to sacrifice a win. I'm not even kidding, just to see them do well. The parade we were with the fans of Cincy crew and all those fans. I mean, the plane was like 120 strong, all Bengals fans, completely filled with Bengals fans. And that parade, to be a part of that, there had to been. I mean, it felt like thousands. I mean, we saw the little second line parades, and there were 20 people, and I'm thinking, the 20, 30 people going to show up. And they just showed up, and they kept showing up, and they kept showing up. And when the parade started, people kept showing up behind us, like feeling like we thought, oh, yeah, that's the end. We're close to the end. We turn around, and the end got longer. It just kept growing and growing. It was insane. There were people that were in apparently 2 separate sections because it was so big they split it off.
Wow.
And it was just, the vibe was amazing because the people of New Orleans were just phenomenal. I mean, everywhere we went, friendly, accommodating, just loved us being there and loved to talk about Joe and Jamar. And we love to talk about Joe and Jamar, wow,
that's
what
two
a
of my favorite
coincidence.
subjects.
Yeah. And it was just, man, I'm refreshed. I come back, we got the win, we get to celebrate.
You don't sound refreshed, I'll tell you that. You sound tired.
This is like my heart is full. Like there was just so much love. I met some great new friends, Kelly and Vonda, Rick with the Bengal trailer, all his crew. I mean, so many people from Twitter who come up and said hi. I wasn't in the suit, and y'all still recognize me. It was absolutely phenomenal.
They probably watch this show and see.
Well, it's nuts. It's all all my show. It's nothing to do with-
They were always asking about Strawberry Ice.
I'm sure they were. I'm sure they're all asking about me. All right, Augie wants to know here. He said, did they cheer for Joe and Chase when they trotted out during the pregame?
They did. I didn't hear anything like really loud, but to be honest, I was scoping out their pregame setup, and they do it because it's a dome. They do a lot with the lights and lighting effects and interaction with cell phones. It's pretty sweet. It was crazy because I know what we feel like when we see some opposing team score a touchdown and it doesn't look good. And there's a group of great dudes in front of us, all Saints fans we were having a good time with. And Jamar gets a touchdown, and they were fist bumping us. I mean, they like, can't get mad. They were saying, well, we placed this bet, or I had this in fantasy, blah, blah, blah. It was all related to Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow. I was like, well,
I won money on my bet. I won money.
Yeah, I just won money because Jamar Chase went off. So, and thank you for being
I
there.
bet Jamar would go off last week. I was 1 week short. Like, darn it.
There you go.
So, all right. So you got there, and they go and they win. So Sunday night, you said you're out partying. Where did you guys go, and what were you doing there?
Bourbon Street.
Bourbon Street.
I mean, that's pretty much where we ended up. Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night, Bourbon Street. I mean, that's basically where you get sucked into. Is Bourbon Street. And the crazy thing, it got weirder in the daylight. Really? I did not expect that. And maybe that's because I could finally see what was going on, and there's some weird stuff that goes on Bourbon Street.
Well, was there any sex in the streets or with cops watching on hoods that Sarah Lisa said on my show last week?
Yes.
You know what? I don't know if I was just numb to all the sex or
there's so much going on.
I did not see that, but I saw cats surfing a suitcase and then rolling over with their paws in the air and accepting dollar bills on their stomachs.
Oh my goodness. Wow.
I saw some of the largest snakes I've ever seen. Like reptiles.
Okay.
Actual reptiles.
Thank you for clarifying.
Man, I got offered entertainment consumables of various varieties, more than I even knew existed. It was definitely, and you go to Vegas, go to New York, go to LA, go to wherever. This was outrageous. I don't know if I could live there, but everybody who lives there seems happy and we're just incredibly happy.
They're always drunk or stoned all the time, right?
They're happy. That is for sure. So I loved hanging out with them. I miss them already. The food. Oh my goodness, the food.
We got a question for you here, Cat. Johnny Paps. Thoughts on the game, Cat? Things you think we did well and not so well. I'll give it to you, Dale, so you can answer that too. Go ahead, Cap.
I think my boys are back. I think the Jamar Chase show, Jamar Chase, Joe Burrow is back. Basically, that's it. Yeah, I've been saying it. You know, it's funny because Bengals fans forget, and what we start seeing? We start seeing people talking about film and start talking about Jamar Chase being open, how often he's open. Everybody wants to just – it's easy. Play calling. Oh, play calling sucks. Let's hate Zach because he's got a punchable face. I don't think he's got a punchable face. I think he's a very handsome man.
He is very handsome.
But, you know, a typical thing out of my mouth. It's a lazy take. You go back to that. Now the analytics are coming out and say, well, Jamar Chase is open. Now, to their credit, you know, guys like Joe Goodberry, guys like Jake Liscow, guys, you know, Minnick, Bengal Sands, showing, you know, the clips of, well, we had this here, we had this there, we could have went here, we could have went there. Execution. For whatever reason, we're not, you know, it's a different identity. We've got to do things a little bit differently, see the field a little bit differently. For whatever reason, it wasn't working. But Joe Burrow is that dude. Jamar Chase is that dude. T. Higgins, that dude. Like, I can go on and on and on with all these dudes.
TB had a good game, too. Don't forget about him.
Yeah, Tyler Boyd. I mean, these are known commodities. They don't just forget how to play football. I'm sorry, but if Jamar Chase is going to beat a dude on a go route every single play, and we design, I'm with my crayon box and my tongue out like back when I was a kid, I'm just drawing go routes for Jamar Chase, and he's the only one running a route, and he's open every time. You can hate the play design all you want. Jamar Chase is open. Jamar Chase is open. Jamar Chase.
Like 7-11.
So guess what? We saw it. It was a little rocky at first. There were some misses. We had Joe Burrow throw behind somebody. We had, a wide receiver. T. Higgins dropped that one, but then Joe threw it a little too far behind him on the very next play, and then suddenly we're 3rd and 10. Yeah, I get it. We had some bumps, but then something happened, and we were all talking about where we were in the stands. Shout out to Fred Montoya, great mustache. He's on Twitter. Freddie Franchise is the name. You know, I'm high-fiving, reaching over a dad and a kid, and I think I was good. I don't think I let anything slip, because the young man was next to me. He gave me some high five. But, we were talking about it. It's like, okay, wait a minute. That throw was to a spot in the field. And from where we were sitting, we didn't see anybody there. And then, bam, somebody appears. And it's a positive gain.
That's jackpot, baby.
And then another one. And then another one. And then, like, the touchdown, some of those spots that he was putting the ball, I'm like, that's our Joe Burrow. That's our Joe Burrow. And then you get Chase, lubed up. I'm sorry, I said I couldn't think of any other word.
Get him all lubed up now.
Jamar Chase, like, the dude is just, I can't believe how big that guy is. People forget.
Dude, his legs are tree trunks. His legs are freaking. He has running back legs.
For whatever reason, my wife tells everybody about his calves, and
is she a calf girl?
I didn't know. Now I know.
You got something to work on, Cap.
For real, like, between him and Hayden Hurst, every time I'm like, I need to start working out again. I got to start working out again.
Hayden Hurst had a big first half. All right, Dan, what's your thoughts? What they do good, what they do bad on Sunday?
Offensively or overall? Or
overall.
Overall. Well, the defense didn't look great, but that was okay because it was kind of the reverse role, which I kind of tweeted that out like right before the last couple of series. I was like, maybe this will be a game where the defense steps up and closes it out this time, even though they didn't play good all game. Like, I have faith in that unit. Like, they step up when they need to. I know, like, They played great all game, and we've lost a few on last-second field goals. But overall, that is not that unit. Like they're a great unit. Joe, he was cooking. Mixon, like he had 8 carries, 45 yards. So it's not like he did bad when he carried the ball. But I think they just said we're going to put the ball, the game, the season in Joe's hands. I think Joe's more comfortable, one, because the line's gelling. And Joe's more comfortable because he's a little more comfortable with his appendectomy. So now you're starting to see him play better. Those are probably the 2 main things that are starting to gel.
Exactly. Let's just go through the Joe Burrow and
That was it.
that's good. I've never gotten applause on my own damn show. That's pretty good right there. Let's go. Let's go through the stats here. But I mean, Joe was 28 of 37 for 300 yards, 1.8 yards, 8.1 yards per catch, 3 TDs, 0 INTs. Chase 7 yards, 7 receptions, 132 yards, an average of 18.9. His longest was 60, which was the touchdown, and 2 TDs. Dude, right there, you can get that. You're gonna win. You're gonna win most of the games by these two, and that's with the defense not playing so good. And you can see, and I talked about this on Bengals and Brewers with Dale, that I was worried about the run game, about stopping the run because we don't have DJ Reader, and I think it's really shown the last couple weeks. Yeah,
To be fair,
it was outside.
we didn't stop the run.
Yeah. No, we didn't. No, we didn't stop it. That's what I'm saying. We did not. That's my point. We did not stop the run.
Okay, that's what I was going to say. Yeah,
Yeah,
because
that's
that
what I was
came
saying.
true. Like Kamara had, I got the stats in front of me for their rushing because that's a big concern right now, especially if Tupou is going to be out.
Mhm.
So 99 yards, 5.2 yards per carry for Kamara. Ingram 46 yards, 5.1 yards per carry. The Shaheed had the receiver. That guy was freaking fast.
The guy,
That
the practice
44-yarder.
squad. Jesus,
Yeah.
he's fast as hell.
But
too.
then Taysom Hill, who you knew was going to run, but he threw the ball a little more than I thought.
And-
5 carries.
but just saying, I said it on Saturday. He was going to do other things and just behind the center. And you guys
Yeah.
are, oh no, he's not. Yeah, he was. He was split out
But
wide.
he had 5 carries for another 39 yards, which was like every time he was running, it was 8 a pop. I'm kind of surprised they only ran him 5 times with
Right.
the production he was getting. So they ran all over us, but we stepped up when we needed to.
At the end of the game, and this is one thing I've said in the other 3 losses we had. I said, yeah, the defense played great, but it just needed one more stop. And yesterday, they finally got that one more stop. So that was basically everything that we have been worried about. I think I won't say got fixed, but they did what we wanted them to do. It's not fixed, but they did what we wanted them to do. The offense looked better. Dude, threw for 300 yards, and we only had the ball, I think, 8 times, either total or that was in the second half because we could not get off the field. But
I have more faith in the offense right now going forward for the next few weeks, knowing that Reader's out and Tupou could be out and Wilson could be out.
right. Well, they did what we talked about. They took the underneath stuff. That's where I kept saying it's eventually going to break. And I mean, the Jamar Chase still wasn't a bomb, but it still broke something open. You got to sometimes take what the offense gives you. And that's kind of what Zach said in his press conference today, where everybody's like, well, you can be what kind of offense are you now? There you go. Now you got a fireball. I feel better now. But it's more of, it's like Lou does with the defense. It's a morphing defense. So whatever they're good at, they try to take away from you. I think this offense tries to do the same thing. Wherever you're weak at, that's where Zach is trying to take advantage of you at. So I think it could be, it could be shotgun one week, it could be under center the next week, it could be run game. I think we're talented enough to do that.
Absolutely, but I mean, in my opinion, Dale nailed it. Offensive line gelling and Burrow between feeling better about that offensive line and trusting them to let him make a play even if he gets hit, and feeling better. We have no idea what he went through. They could have been hiding the fact that he was struggling and fighting through it. We might find out after we win the Super Bowl this year in his book that was like intense pain every single game. We don't know.
He was probably told to take like half a season off or 2 months off, Wouldn't surprise me.
It burst, right? Like it wasn't what we thought it was in the beginning of hearing it. Like and when I hear that, when I've heard other people, like it's like life-threatening. That's crazy. So, and now, I haven't had to, just got in. I haven't had time to look, but his Joe Burrow's PFF grade was 20 points higher for this game than last week against the Ravens.
Go vote for Joe for the Air FedEx Player of the Week
Yeah.
too. Go vote for him.
You know, and it's 78.1. That's not even his top. Like he's one of those dudes that we can consistently see in the 90s. He can easily be mid 80s every single game. This is 7 points higher than his next best game. That's the Jets. You know,
let's go with
once
this comment here
again,
from Al here. He said, "Come on, the offense should have scored 30 in most of these games." I don't disagree with that, but they to me it's been a struggle. And it's back to what Dale said. The offensive line is gelling, and that's a big factor. We've said that over and over and over on here. The offensive line has got to play good, and they're starting to play dude. The offensive line is playing 100% better than they did the first two games. I mean, 100% better. It's not even close. It's like night and day.
Well, like Hall mentioned, red zone efficiency.
Yes.
And when everybody would jump on the play calling, I would say the only thing is more red zone efficiency, which is also not all on the coach, but all the coaches need to come up with better play calls for the red zone. And this week, we did better, but part of that was Joe Burrow and his magic with his legs on the one.
Oh, dude,
and,
that third down where he spun out of the sack and then found TV open, I'm yelling, going, "That's jackpot! That's what he does."
Well, I'm talking about the one he ran for the
touchdown,
touchdown earlier,
right.
And that's kind of what I was talking about too, with the confidence in the O line. That's one where he might have started spinning or doing something else, where he was just kind of stood there and then was like, "Okay, boom, there's the lane. I'm going."
Right.
Like he had faith they would hold up long enough for him to find his lane to go.
And nobody touched him. It was wide up. But let's talk about the one that I was bringing up, the third down, where he spins out of it. I know, spins out of it. I think he's going to get sacked. He does it. He does what Jackpot does. He gets out, and the cool thing is in the post game, he gave comments to Lyle Collins or not comment, but credit to Lyle Collins for getting a chip on that guy to help him get out of that sack. Spins around on the run, throws a dime to TB wide open for a first down. That was like what? That was like third and 7, 3rd and 8. That was a long third down conversion too.
Could have been third and ball game, honestly.
Absolutely, it could have been.
Yeah,
Cap, you've seen it live. Like, how magical.
Yeah,
dude. Well, and it's crazy. So yeah, it's funny. Being behind the bench is it's fun. Like to see the defensive line come off the field after they got that stop. They had to get the stop. They were losing their minds. They were looking at us, pointing, yelling, screaming. Oh, Tefele was on like that dude.
Oi, oi, oi.
No, that's Aussie. They're different players.
I always forget which
one
it is. We both can do it. Whatever.
They were hype, and you could see, they weren't excited coming off the field because they knew they weren't playing up to expectations, but they were getting with coach. They were going over the game plan again. They were trying to get right, and they got right at the critical moment that we needed. And man, the emotion you see, but you miss stuff, from the end zone. We see at the end zone, we get a different view, and it's phenomenal. But like some of those, because of the angle, Joe, I'm like, Joe's dead. Oh no, he's running. Holy, yeah. I'm like, how? Yeah, no. I mean, how many times did we see that last year? I mean, the Chiefs. I know the one. It's like James Brooks. Mm-hmm. He gets lost in this pile, and then pops out of nowhere. Except he's Joe Burrow. He's a quarterback, and he
has no business doing that.
And he's badass.
Yeah,
on the regular.
Let's just look at the total plays here. I mean, this just.
I will tell you though, real quick. You mentioned Lyle Collins, and Collins looked good.
Yes.
We
is that because of what Witt did?
Yeah.
I tried to get him. Or was that Bridget? Have you figured out?
I kept trying to give all the Bengals beignets. Which I figured Jamar has got a hookup for probably the best beignets anywhere, probably homemade. So he declined, but Lyle Collins come over, and somebody had asked him, how's the back feeling? He's like, man, it feels great. Like his demeanor changed, and it feels great. I was like, oh, okay.
That's good.
And I think he was telling the truth there. So
He looked like it. I
Yeah.
answered Jeremy's question here. Said
I knew you were going to go here, and I'm like, dang, now we got to go to like negative stuff.
Logan Wilson.
I know we have to.
Yeah, we have to. Logan Wilson's week to week. He injured his surgery repaired shoulder. That's all we know.
Well,
Yeah.
week to week now, but like I think it was Ben Baby's tweet or something was like they're waiting for further information.
Right.
And that always scares me because history wise, I feel like a player's week to week, and then when they say they're waiting for more information, it's like a 6 to 8 week minimum thing, and that scares me. I hope I'm wrong, but
Yeah. And then Josh Tupou had a walking boot on at the end of the game. So he's out. Zach said he's out for a couple weeks today. So that's going to hurt the run defense too. So, I mean, it just means, next man up. Now, the thing is, I mean, Akeem Davis Gaither and go ahead, Dale.
I was going to say, who is that? Is Tyler Shelvin? Because, Tufele played great yesterday, but he's about what? He's a 3-tech guy.
Right.
He's like 295, 300. Whereas, we're going to need Shelvin to probably
Did
step
Shelby
up.
in the game yesterday? I don't remember seeing him in there.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Maybe they try to do something different where they don't, but I think that would hurt them against the run if they don't have somebody that's a general nose tackle playing
Right.
all
They're gonna
game.
need somebody there. I mean, I know Shelby got moved up to the 53, so because he played last week. I don't remember seeing him in there. Now, like I said, this is one thing that I thought was interesting. Total plays. The Bengals had 54, the Saints had 71. I mean, there were 2 back-to-back drives the Saints had. They had the ball for, especially the first drive out of the second half. They had it almost the whole quarter. But the thing is, the defense, it was a bend don't break defense. They held them to a field goal again. Out of 6 games here, they still have not allowed a touchdown in the second half.
What is the record for that? Is that
I don't know.
Anybody in the chat could look that up? Because that is an insane amount of time to not allow a touchdown in the second half for that many games.
And let's go with let's give Dax Hill. He made a good play there at the end. Him and Apple. I think it was Apple. And Apple after the last play. Was that Apple?
That they thought it could have been pass interference.
Yeah.
But he was looking back the whole way. Yeah, it was Apple.
Yeah, it was Apple, and Dax almost came in and actually got the ball.
Yeah.
Too, so.
they hate Eli Apple.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Dude.
Wow. I mean, it doesn't matter what the man did if he was anywhere. So one of their receivers either dropped what would have been a good play on Eli, or something it was the Saints' problem. It was the Saints' mess up, and they were going in on Eli Apple just any chance to hate on that man.
Dude,
and I mean,
Eli
I get
was
it.
hitting too. I mean, I've never seen him hit people that hard. He was fired up.
That he tagged that man has.
That was
a permanent
Taysom.
reminder.
That was Taysom Hill.
Yes, that was.
Yeah.
Yes, that's who it was. Yep.
Taysom was looking inside, and Eli hit him from the outside, so he didn't see him. But I was like, it doesn't matter. Eli is way smaller than him, and he tagged him.
I was shocked he held onto the ball as hard as Eli hit him. Eli drilled him. That's like I said. That's the hardest I've ever seen Eli hit anybody.
But Eli did have a bad game. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. He did not have an overall good game.
Right.
They were picking
going after
him.
They were going after him for sure. I mean, I was getting sick and tired of the third downs, and I hate Lou does this all the time. They back up so far of them. I'm like, all they gotta do is run across the first down and catch the ball, and nobody's within the 5 yards of them. I'm like, get closer. I'm like, ugh.
We want to. So if Wilson's out, who do you expect to? Which this most silent 14 tackles of all time, Jermaine Pratt. It seems like he does that a lot. He had 14 tackles yesterday. Did anyone know that? Did anybody realize that?
He doesn't get the praise he deserves.
Wow.
I mean, Pratt is a lot better than I think he gets credit for. I think maybe because Logan Wilson is so good, but Pratt needs to get more praise. He is a very good linebacker.
So we still have him. We have Akeem Davis Gaither playing really well.
Marcus Bailey.
I'm a big fan of Marcus Bailey.
I like Marcus Bailey a lot. Mm-hmm.
Then you have Clay Johnston, depending what you need. Bailey's a little more athletic, but Johnston in the preseason, 20 tackles in that one game. He was everywhere. Yep. So I do like what we have at linebacker depth.
That's one good thing is we are very deep there. But the thing is,
no one's Logan Wilson either.
Yeah, right. But yeah, that's exactly what I was on the same right here. I was about to.
I know.
I was about to say, like,
I know.
high five on that one. Yeah, high five. Come on. Oh. Wait. I don't know what we're doing. I don't know what to do with my hands. Like, should I hold them? Anyway, sorry.
Oh, I'm just doing this on a podcast, like on a show. Yeah, that don't look good.
Al, you put an article up there. I can't see the article. I don't know what it is.
We'll have to look it up.
There you go.
Raven streak. Oh yeah.
Anything
So that one
interesting?
ended in lost to the Saints.
Oh, is that the
Yeah.
second half?
Put me in the background for a minute. I'll start my cam back when I'm back. I got to check on my dog.
Go ahead.
Hmm.
Check out his dog. So is that the second half touchdown streak? Is that what he's putting up there?
Something. I was actually I was looking at a different stats service that I have to
Okay.
look that up. See if I can pull that up myself. I was also looking at like torn labrum. Could be like 10 to 25% chance of re-injuring.
Right.
But obviously I'm no doctor, and
Just on my show.
yeah, I practically have one in the house, but
Hey,
it
where's
sounds
Jess?
like
We need to ask her.
yeah. From reading it, it sounds like they could just fix it if that's the issue. They could fix it again, but it's that contact that
Exactly.
that did it. It's that hit. If that's exactly what it was.
The camera wants to know how we're doing in standings. We are technically in second place, but you can also say we're technically tied for first. So we're technically in second because we lost to the Ravens last week, but we are both 3-3. So not that it erased everything we did last week, because we still lost to the Ravens, but it helped out a heck of a lot that the Giants beat.
Because you know what, I'm not talking tiebreakers right now. I'm talking we have not
division,
played.
dude.
What?
I said I want the division.
Hey, well, I see. Here's the thing that we can still get it though.
Absolutely.
Six games. We got 6 games, and I'm not talking tiebreakers because guess what? I still feel like we have the best potential out of the division. Where Cleveland is looking maybe worse than the Steelers after yesterday.
Yeah, they're not looking good at all.
The Ravens are competition, but hey, they're patting themselves on the back, beating Joe Burrow, with Joe Burrow having a terrible game. And it wasn't that they got Burrow. It's, and it wasn't a terrible game. I'm going off the deep end here, but it wasn't a normal Joe Burrow game. Like I said, 20 points lower than we saw against the Saints. And it's still probably 15 points lower than what he should have been capable of, what he is capable of, and it will happen. So if he has a PFF grade 20 points higher the next time they see the Ravens, we're beating them by 3 scores. I don't care.
So I don't know if you guys saw this till after you got home or whatever, but did you see that Joe Burrow wore Jamar Chase's championship jersey to the game?
Yeah.
How cool is that?
I got goosebumps, and then admittedly, I almost cried when Jamar Chase broke that long touchdown, and I really composed myself because I'm like, all right, now this is getting out of hand. Like this is just a Saints game. It's just I remember the photo. He's wearing Jamar Chase's jersey, and all the people, all the love we got. I mean, first thing we went to the stadium. After we got off the flight.
Oh, I got that shirt. I got that same shirt. I bought that at the shop the other day.
And I mean, Homage did a great job. Like that looks.
That's all. I love
good.
that. I love that T-shirt.
So, pick that up, and hold on. Oh,
I need some more of that gumbo there.
I get some of that magic listening to me.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
I need to do more nasal in that one. That's kind of an in between. But what was I talking? Good. No. The interview after.
Yeah.
And it was Jamar and Joe talking, and then like the interviewer passed it back to Joe and mentioned that him wearing that jersey and what's it mean. And you've all seen it. And if you haven't seen it, go find it. I think it was CBS Sports maybe that had it. And he just said, yeah, we're on the same team, but he's also my best friend.
Right.
And I'm like, I'm reading this, and we're winning, and and my eyes get all watery. I'm like, I mean, just think about that for a second. Could you imagine? Like you do amazing things, win a national championship with LSU, and your best friends, and then you get to go to battle at the next level with your best friend.
Mm-hmm.
And I just like, this team is so special. Like, there will never be another pair like Joe and Jamar.
I mean, Cal, I'll just put it this way: them walking out of the stadium yesterday, or walking from the field to the locker room, you see Jamar and Joe even try to do a little bit of a gritty or whatever. You can see the joy they have of just being. I know they won, but the joy they have about being around each other and stuff, and just because Joe doesn't. I don't think Joe. I've never seen Joe dance, so he didn't do a very good gritty. I can't do one either. But it was just cool to watch them be themselves.
No, who can't do a good gritty is Mike Gesicki, Miami Dolphins. You saw that?
Yeah, his gritty's horrible.
Oh my goodness! Like, I don't know that. I think somebody told him what they thought it should look like, and he's never actually seen one.
Right?
Like, how do you do that and think that's okay?
Yeah,
like that's anywhere close.
He was just high stepping and doing this.
No, I mean, he was walking. Like I'm like. But it looked like he tried to have a little bit of flavor up top, but the bottom was just no. Hey, I think his was worse because because Matt was trying to touch, actually tap, get kind of that bounce, that rhythm, that fluid. He's just trying to. I mean, he looked like the what's it called, the horses that do the high step.
Yeah.
What's that? Good trotting or yeah. Oh my goodness! I was a bear. I blushed. It wasn't even me. I don't know the guy. I blushed. Like, oh no, just shelve that.
All right, so we're 3-3. We've got 3 games till we get to. I bring Dale back in. He's in there. I'll ask you this too, Dale. All right, so we're 3-3. We got 3 games going until the bye week. So we got Atlanta next week, then the Browns, and then finish up with Carolina. I think there's a very good chance that we should go 3-0 against them. And if we do that, we're 6-3 going into the bye week. I mean, am I delusional, or what do you guys think?
I'll start. I'll say, let's take it one game at a time. Coach speak, right? Let's take it one game at a time. We need to be loud in the jungle this week. This game is just as important as the last game. Every game is important going forward. We're 3-3. Let's fucking win this one and be 4-3. Let's get over 500 and let's roll after that. But let's get this one this week. Everybody, don't be selling your tickets. Oh, it's the Falcons. No, it's going to be a tough game. Show up, be loud, be ready, and let's get this win this week.
Exactly. We got
it was wild. The Saints have a very similar style to creating noise, which I'll tell you what, that stadium's louder than it was louder for us than it was, I thought, against the Chiefs in the AFC.
That's what Jamar or Joe, one of them said that too. They said it was louder than Arrowhead was.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, really? Okay. So I'm not crazy. That's good.
I don't remember which one. One of them said that. Jamar.
No, that's good to hear, because I thought, I'm like, this man, and even obviously, they're putting the decibel level, on the. I'm like, I can feel this. This is almost uncomfortable. Like, I was shocked, and they were the same thing. They were holding one note. Nobody was like, defense. No, they were like, oh. I'm telling you, everyone listen to Dale.
That's what we all do, I think. All of us say, oh. Yeah.
I've been doing it a long time, and people around me would pick. And you notice when you do it, and then other people hear it, and then they join in, and you almost harmonize. Mm-hmm. It's like, Backstreet Boys in the stands.
I need to see this. The loser vision. We got to check out what the loser vision.
All right, let's all harmonize one more time if you're ready, Greg.
Ready?
On 3. 1, 2, 3.
That's what you're doing right there. So yeah, seriously, if I realize, like, you hear me and you're like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to sound like Cap after a game. Don't do it like I do it. I do it wrong. Do it, belly, diaphragm, but you don't even have to push. You don't have to try that hard. Even if you just, don't stress out. If everyone in that stadium even just hummed.
That's the best compliment I've seen.
You guys are stupid.
Even if we just hummed.
Hey, I gotta tell you, at RJ Cinema, we were for the third down when the Bengals on defense. We were all standing up, going, "Let's go!" We're like yelling at the stadium, like we're yelling at the screen, like we're at the stadium. They're like, I think Maddie goes, they can't hear you. I said, yes, they can. They can hear us. They can feel us.
Because I'm down on bended knee. Ooh.
Oh God, yes, that is definitely us.
But yes, just make some noise. Listen to Dale. Make some noise. Any noise you can. Yes, we absolutely need this. So people, it's funny that you said that, Ice.
Yeah.
Because you said 6-3.
Yeah.
Do you remember where we were last year at that time?
6-3.
No. Coming off the Browns loss, people were losing their minds, jumping ship. 5-4.
Ah, it's close.
We could be one game up from last year's pace, and I realize the games don't align like that. But
is that when we played the Raiders? Had a bye week, and then the Raiders, or something?
And then we went, into Las Vegas won, and then we were 6-4.
Yep.
Yes, the Vegas game really, and it was a tight, good game. Like,
sorry, this one's funny.
Yep. Tigers talk down here.
Diarrhea don't make no noise. Diarrhea don't make no noise, Augie. There's a bunch of people with shitty diarrhea pants.
He said, "I'll distract them."
It's something. Something will happen.
Yeah.
All right. Foxy's put this up there a couple times. He said 1934, the Lions have a streak of 8 games with no second half TDs. So I guess that's the longest one. So we're at 6. So we need 2 more to tie it.
I'll just take wins, but yes, if we would have another one this week, then holy crap,
Right.
But you know what? So from a leadership standpoint, let's get that out there. Let's talk about that, because if the players, you can't hit a target you can't see. I got that from Zig Ziglar. You cannot hit a target you can't see.
Is that a porn star?
No. That's
that
Dirk
sounded
Diggler.
like a porn name.
That's Dirk Diggler. You're thinking about what was it?
Okay. Okay.
Studio 54?
Or was that the one with Mark Wahlberg?
Yeah. That was Mark.
I've never seen that movie ever. I don't know what you guys talk about.
Mark Wahlberg
Wild
and Burt
movie.
Reynolds.
Wild movie.
Yes, it is.
So
Dirk Diggler,
God,
Zig
man,
Ziglar,
that threw
whatever.
me off.
Sorry.
No, yeah. You
It
can't hit a target. You can't hit a target you can't see. So
that could be a porn thing too. I mean, to be fair.
Oh God.
Oh my.
Boogie
So
Nights,
let me get
that was
this
the name
out.
of the movie,
Let me get
Chris.
this out.
Sorry,
So if the
continue.
defense has this to hang on to, and they know 2 more games.
Yep.
Hey. Oh, Boogie Nights. Thank you, Chris. Yeah, studio.
I said
Nights.
that. You guys weren't even listening to me.
I was letting
What?
him get it out.
Oh.
We're all talking, which is good. I mean, I'm glad I can still talk. So
Well, the funny thing is your voice is getting better the more you talk.
yeah, what One Nation Underground, my oh man, I can't believe you put that up there.
All right, Garth Brooks.
Let's go, John here. It said, "Who Dey brothers need to keep this train rolling. Atlanta is tough. They just beat San Francisco. I think we got this." Now,
Yeah, I was a little
Francisco
surprised
is,
they did that.
but San Francisco, they got like 35 guys injured too. So I
Oh.
think that has a lot to do with it as well.
Okay.
Now, what does scare about Atlanta is they're another running team. And we saw what happened yesterday. So that is scary. Now without Logan out there and Josh, that's gonna make a difference.
Here's a problem. Here's a problem though. We did not capitalize early on the opportunities. Offensive execution was not up to par. We let them.
Taylor fumble.
Yeah. Oh God.
Hey, well, okay. So offensive, including special teams, like that was his. I'm sure that
3-7.
ate him up because that got us behind, and then they could dictate. The minute it got closer, and I'm like, all right, I love Andy. He's had a good game. He's looked okay. I hope he feels good about his performance today after this loss. Like now they're going to have to throw the ball more. They're going to have to think about throwing the ball more. Now we've got more of an opportunity. And sure enough, so that's all we got to do. I mean,
well, the other thing we
control our own fate on offense. We can score on any defense.
Yeah, I was going to say the other thing we didn't talk about. This cost us 10 points. You got Trent Taylor with the fumble, and you had Trey Henderson with the stupid. It was stupid.
25. It was 3rd and 25.
3rd and 25.
If we would have lost the game, we would have had to look back at that play because we were
both
off
of them.
the field.
That's 10 points. That one cost us a touchdown, and Trent cost us a touchdown. That one cost us a field goal. So I mean,
the thing is, Trey was like, "Nope, I still got this," and balled out when we needed him the most.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
he made the play, and that's what I love about the character of this team. All right, you screwed up, fine, F it, I'm going to make the next play. That's what championship teams do. You got to forget what happened in the past and play the next play. It's just like Dale said, we got to take it one game at a time. They got to literally take it one play at a time. That's literally what they have to do, and that's what I think this team does a really good job of.
My dog's like ruined down here. I'm laughing. He doesn't bark. He roos. It's like, I don't know. But you're right. I apologize. I'm completely distracted.
I was looking for your comment.
That's what I was looking too. Like, what are you looking at? Like, who said something funny?
Yeah.
No.
We know it wasn't Derek.
Derek's getting ripped on. He's not even on the show. We love you, Derek.
People were coming out the media team. So here's I don't understand. So I love Dalton. I'll never understand the hate because hey,
I don't hate.
He played his ass off for us, and there were a lot of things that went wrong. I mean, everybody's begging for an offensive line for Joe Burrow, and it's like some of these fans didn't care if Andy had, 3 people in front of him. Like, okay, well, what? It matters there too. I got all kinds of love for him still. I'm glad that he had some great plays in the loss.
Yeah, but do you think he should be a beard guy or not? Because to me, it's almost like he's trying to be gangster Andy Dalton.
That's gangster.
I like it. It gives him that little harder edge. Like when I hear him talk, I see a little bit more like, you know what? He might. You might push him. And one more comment, he might just crack you one.
I think he's going to be out. I seen a little before the show started too. Like he's questionable or maybe doubtful to play this week, which I don't know what happened during the game.
I didn't hear that.
So
man, yeah, I didn't hear that either.
Yeah, just sharing that I seen that, but it could have been one of those sites.
Yeah, the media team that's just a a tweet. Down goes Dalton. Like, hey, we beat him finally. We finally beat Andy Dalton. Never done it. Until now, we have never beaten Andy Dalton.
Cap, have you heard Greg's explanation for what he calls Dalton the grilled cheese sandwich?
I don't know if I want to hear that.
No, it's not. He said a grilled cheese sandwich is nice. It's good. It's solid. You can count on it when you're hungry.
Mm-hmm.
He said, but Burrow is like a nice steak, like from Jeff Ruby's or wherever, the best steak you like, is a nice steak. It got that little extra, like, bam, that's going out for something nice, It's still saying Dalton is very solid, but Burrow is like that guy.
I mean, think about it. 2015.
That's solid.
2015, Dalton was in MVP talks.
Yes, he was. I agree with you on that. He was until he got.
Now, so when I tell people, when I try to remind people about Joe and Andy, like when Joe first started and he was making some amazing throws, I'm like, we don't have to always bring up Andy in comparison. There's no comparison because Joe Burrow's a number 1 overall pick.
Exactly.
In a draft that had quite a few great QBs.
Yeah,
number 1 overall. Herbert, Andy Dalton was second round.
Mm-hmm, for sure.
He played a second rounder, holds passing records for the Cincinnati Bengals.
Yeah, but
awesome.
that's not meant to be hate though on Greg's part.
I know.
He explained it before. He said like, he thought he was.
I'm just not going to compare the man to grilled cheese sandwich. Love you, Greg. I totally understand it.
It's a good grilled cheese sandwich.
I got you now. I believe you.
Hoss loves grilled cheese.
Hey, we could talk about New York.
Burrow is Gordon Ramsay beef Wellington.
Hey, there you go. Great New York cut of New York strip steak, medium rare. That's Andy,
He's a
but
Jeff
Burrow is that one single. Salt Bay is sprinkling on this perfectly rare, bloody filet mignon that you'll never have again in your life.
I like how Cap
Fair.
did with the hand gestures.
Yeah.
Is
I probably got a filter for that somewhere.
What is that one guy that does that?
Salt Bay.
Yeah. I was like, that is.
I guarantee I got a filter for that.
Greg is going to be like message you later, like, I didn't mean it.
I love you, Cap.
No.
He just likes grilled cheese, okay, Cap?
Yeah, Cap. God.
Does it do the? No, it's just a glass. Why?
Oh, what is that? Cheesel.
It's supposed to be the
you
Salt
look like
Bay
that
thing.
One villain. Which villain do you look? Is that No, I was gonna say he looked like the.
This is weird.
Was it Roger Rabbit's villain?
The
Like,
mouth.
who did he just look like with those glasses?
Oh yeah, the Roger Rabbit villain. He had the bug eyes though. He had the bug eyes.
Okay, but yeah, I mean, I'm kind of getting the vibes with those glasses.
I'm trying to get to this question here, guys. Hold on.
All right, fine.
Says two legit questions.
Oh, too late. You came too late.
All right.
Legit
Any word
question.
on Wilson's injury? Cap, did I win the Atlanta tickets?
I unfortunately not, Chris. Unfortunately not.
And Logan Wilson is week to week. Is what we were talking about. Double bag blocker. What up? Houday. Burrow Chase gave their Louisiana fans another victory in the
Why are you yelling at the mic?
I'm not trying to yell. I just talk loud. Shut up, Dale. I already say the show's going off the rails. How's the show going off the rails? All because of what Cap's doing. I see. Never mind. My bad.
It's Dale. Blame it on Dale.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're gonna say because of what Cap's doing. You guys would have had a very professional show if it wasn't for me. Let's be honest.
You bring the fire there, Dale. You bring the fire.
No, I'm a train wreck, and I bring train wrecks, and people love to watch train wrecks.
They do.
Car crashes, train wrecks. That's me.
Oh, there you go. This is what Derek said. He looked like Bono. Does Bono have a beard? Pretty sure Bono, not that big of a beard.
I think it might be a little like one of the dirty beards.
Dirty beard.
You know.
Like a dirty bird we're going to play this week. The Dirty Birds and the Dirty
Who
Beard.
was the who was the guy in the Beatles? The John
Ringo?
Lennon. A little bit of John Lennon also.
Ringo's got the beard. All right, here. Keith goes, trying to get back on track here. He said, can we talk about the RPOs has opened our offense up? I'll let you go, Dale. What do you think about the RPOs and how that worked yesterday?
It worked fine.
That was a horrible answer. What the hell is he doing now?
Hey, we got back from New Orleans. I wish they had this in orange, but
That would be awesome. Yeah, that actually looks like Ravens colors, just to let you know.
all right. I gotta find something else now.
What do you think about
2019 in the house? 2019 in the house right now.
what is shooting out of you? Like
I
it's
don't
Sparklers.
white liquids. Oh, it's flames? Like sparks?
Oh, what went up my nose? What?
What is
Why
that?
would some? All right, I got to turn that off. Oh my!
Is that like you're on peyote type
I
thing
did.
going on there? So it's like
Next on Strawberry Ice, we have Aaron Rodgers.
yeah. Tell us about it, Aaron.
So I won't talk about RPO. I love the buzzword. I like the play. I like the idea. All I care about is Joe throwing a good ball, and it's our target catching the said good ball and moving the chains. That's it.
Did anyone
and
see the
we
stat though after week 1 of how well he's playing? Like I know we're saying, oh, he's ramping up. I mean, I even said it, but there's a stat I seen earlier. He's had 1 interception since that game. And like, I can't remember how many touchdowns it was, like 16, 18, 70%.
It's like 10 and
completion
1.
percentage.
I thought I heard 10 and 1.
Okay.
So that's not like 10's not a lot.
But
He
70% completion percentage, like almost, it was like 68 something. Like,
so I feel like it's a mislead. It sounds good. It makes me feel better. It's like, okay, great. That means that he's not going to be.
this one was definitely the best. I mean,
game one Burrow. Yay! It's not going to be game one Burrow all year. Well, we all knew that.
Yeah.
yeah.
But
Can we erase that? Let's erase that.
Yeah. First third of the
I
season.
feel like I do feel like that. The start was here. I mean, it was rough. We're like, oh boy, our season's going to be toast. And then a little bit, better. And then now where it shot up.
The thing about
if it's a stock report, it's like,
Stonks are up.
Going before the season, we're up here.
Mm-hmm.
We went down to here after game one.
Right.
Then
I like that,
it's
Mitch.
like it's been a slow climb, but now it's like boom.
Yeah. I want to get Mitch
To the moon!
I'll get Mitch's comments back here. RPO seems to hold the defense a bit. JB gets a couple more seconds to let the play develop better, in my opinion. Now, one thing we have to say, RPO doesn't work unless Joe Mixon is starting to run the ball. And that's what's, I think, happened. I know Joe did have a lot of yards yesterday. I wish I knew how many he got. I didn't write that down.
Okay, but how many RPOs are just literally a play action pass?
That's what it is. It's legit. It's just not the 80.
No, an RPO is a run pass option. That's what RPO means. And that is not RPO. That is not what we were doing. We were literally.
You don't think he would have handed it off to him? He could have.
No. He's not Lamar Jackson. That is not what we were running. In my opinion. That's just my opinion. I could be wrong. There's people a lot smarter than me.
Yeah. I'll toss that to some of the other people who enjoy.
I just thought we were doing play action on a lot of those plays.
It's play action, but to me, it's play action, but it looks like an RPO. That's the point. Play action to me. When I say play action, I think of Boomer Esiason in 1980, and that's the play action I always think of. You don't do that from shotgun.
But that's when you line up. I know that's when you line up under center. But to me,
that's why it's called RPO.
Well, that's fucking stupid to me. It's still play action. You're just play actioning. You're play actioning
in that same
that's
play.
The hard hitting stuff you get right here, strawberry ice. That's fucking stupid.
Because I don't think Joe is Joe going to run pass option. I don't think that's what we're doing. I think it's pure play action. We know when we're going to run, and we know when we're going to pass.
But so some of those plays. They may be, so to say it just simple, Dale, that they may be toying with the idea that, okay, he can let the ball go to Mixon.
Yes.
Or he is pulling it back and keeping it to throw.
But I think they know what they're doing. Yeah, I think they know what they're doing before the play, but they want the design to be.
Well,
to Mitch's point, okay, I'll take that. Like if there's anything that can help get Burrow a little bit more time, fraction of a second more time to let some of these routes develop more.
But that doesn't work unless Mixon. That's kind of my point. That doesn't work unless Mixon is actually getting yardage. In the last 2 weeks, he has. I mean, he hasn't ran for 100 yards, but he's getting there. So they do have to respect.
He's a threat. He'll make you stop and think.
It wouldn't work, right?
Yeah, but it was 8. He had 8 carries, 45 yards. So good yards per carry. Eight total carries. Was that really a legit threat when we were behind during that game?
It worked. Yeah. They got him off Joe. All you need to do is get those linebackers to think who's got the ball. That's it. That split second is the ball.
And based on our previous weeks, based on some of the tendencies that we've built, I guarantee they were thinking they're going to run this, and we didn't. And and then we didn't, and then we didn't, and they're thinking, okay, they've got to run it now, and then we still didn't. He only got 8 carries.
Was that Matt Bengals Bourbon that said also with what you had talked about before, Cap, with the tipping, whether it was run or pass? He said that it seemed like he was in one position the whole game.
Well, he wasn't yesterday. He was yesterday. He was in one position yesterday.
Yeah, that's what I said.
I was sitting right next to Matt.
I wasn't even.
And
I
Matt was
couldn't
calling out every
see,
time.
so that's good to hear.
Yeah, he was
Yeah,
I
Matt was
rewatched it.
watching it. Like Matt apparently was watching it.
Oh, yeah.
The whole game.
I was sitting right next to him. He's like, "Oh, it's gonna be a run." And first, for every time he knelt out, "Oh, it's gonna be a run." "Oh, no, it's not." I said, "See, it's gonna be a run." "Nope, not a run."
He stayed in that same position the whole
Yep,
game.
the whole
So,
time.
like, if that was being a tipping point, they're working on that and fixing it. Maybe it's easy for him when they just stay in shotgun every time.
I'm trying to get the Blocko duffel bags here. He said, "What do y'all think of the ending record would be for the season?"
Man,
I think the
fuck
Chiefs,
record
Bills,
predictions.
everybody else, I don't respect. I mean, it's going to be, yeah, it's, I mean, I'm not, I'll throw it out there. I think it's going to be the Chiefs and Bills, and it's either going to be us or the Ravens. That's what I think.
I think record predictions are hard, and this is one of the hardest seasons to predict. It seems like everybody's a 500 team.
Yeah. There's
Like,
a lot of 3-3 teams.
There's not any team that's like, oh man, they're definitely going to win the Super Bowl this year, or they're definitely going to be playing
I
in the
wouldn't say that
AFC
about
or NFC
Philadelphia.
championship.
If Philadelphia's 5-0, I don't think they're a definite
Well,
juggernaut.
they lost last night.
Did they? I thought they won last night.
Yeah, they won last night.
Yeah, they won. They're undefeated.
Yeah. Just what? Yeah. Yeah. Eagles beat the Cowboys.
Yeah, Eagles beat the
Did
Cowboys. Yeah.
But
So
they had a loss previously, right?
No, they're still undefeated.
No, they still.
Yeah, they're still undefeted.
See,
Empire 3 through.
So you guys are probably going to say that, or that's what you were alluding to. I don't feel like they're an undefeated team. Like they just, I'm not bought in yet.
No.
Call me a hater. I'm not bought in
Yeah,
yet.
I mean, I'm not against you on that.
I mean, the NFC is the weaker conference, but at the same point in time,
a large margin.
I would be shocked if the Eagles are in the Super Bowl. Honestly, like I don't care if they go 10 or 12-0 before they lose a game. I still don't see them making the Super Bowl. Like I would put money on them not making the Super Bowl. Jeff, what are you voiced to?
Well, I'm on the show here. My dog needs to go out, so I'm trying to get my daughter upstairs to come down and let him out. If not, I'm going to have to leave.
Like a legit dog.
Yeah, I gotta.
You heard?
Yeah, an actual dog.
Yeah, you guys go talk a second. I gotta go.
I'm looking at the schedule. You know what? And
I hate looking at.
I know.
I just hate looking ahead, like because I feel like we did that preseason, and I feel like that's why people
I
are
was
so
way
mad because everybody, including myself, thought we're going to come out and we're going to be like 8 to 10-0, you know, before the tough part of our schedule.
But
It's
hey,
the NFL.
I get it, but I am not afraid because Burrow is an elite quarterback. Burrow is made different. So when I say I didn't think Burrow was going to come out and play like that, I can pin. We can talk about play calling, talk about receivers, talk about everything, talk about the O-line being terrible. If Joe Burrow plays just a little hair above average to start the season,
We're undefeated.
Practically, yeah. We might have one loss.
There's so many games. The three we lost, we could have very easily won.
I was saying that because not that I'm assigning blame to Burrow. I'm saying that he has that ability that if the appendectomy didn't happen and we rolled in, other things could have been a mess that we wouldn't have predicted, like the O-line not gelling, and we would be nearly undefeated.
Well, how much?
I didn't see this coming. Now he's clicking.
How much better did the whole team look the second half of the year after that Raiders game that we mentioned earlier? And then they got clicking, and then the playoffs. No one saw them going to the Super Bowl.
No, nobody did, and that's kind of.
I mean,
actually, hold on. You guys saw my prediction last year, didn't you? I actually got that right. If I still have it up here.
Nice. And here's the thing. It's like, yeah, we can be goofy saying, "Oh, Bengals going to Super Bowl," and there are those people.
What is?
There's our boy Sean, and is working out. He's working out with his His Jackpot Joey hat.
Ah,
That's
does he
that
got it
orange
It's a
on?
one.
little rough now. It looks like somebody.
Oh,
not
on it.
sweat it
Sean.
Oh, Sean, what are you doing, dude?
Maddie, he
so-
needs a new one, Maddie, if you're listening.
So listen, here, everybody, correct me. Any hat aficionados, correct me if I'm wrong because I want to get this right. But what I've been doing is I got caught in my brand new orange Clark or Griswold that I love to death. So I was sweating my ass off dancing last night, and I'm like, oh, I'm wearing the wrong
Are
hat.
there any videos of you dancing? I'd like to see this.
I mean, I went live a few times.
But it's got the sweat stains, Cap.
Well, so it would, but immediately when I got back to the hotel, little soap and water, rinsed it, soap and water again, rinsed it like a what to wash that salt out before I get the sweat stains.
That's what I have to do.
It
with
looks
that white
perfect
hat.
now.
That
So-
white jackpot hat I have, I've had to clean that thing. I don't know how many times because it's white. It gets so dirty. That's what I'm kind of trying to quit
Yeah,
wearing.
if you're just like right now, this hat is old school and it's got a white inside headband.
right.
I'm not gonna bother because I'm not getting excited, anything like that. You know, not that this is not exciting. I'm very excited to be here with you guys, but I don't sweat when I talk to you guys. That would be weird. My palms get a little clammy, but that's a different.
This one's interesting.
I feel
I wish Zach's play calling would warm up during the pregame. Like, oh god.
why would you push that up there? You're gonna make Cap get we've had a good episode, Jeff, and you're gonna make him get angry. We're coming off a victory.
I just think it's funny.
I was gonna
Oh,
say, let's try to guess who from the morning prowl is tweeting the hat with the stains, the boots with the fur. The whole club was looking at Cap.
I did.
Do we think it's Whitney or Tyler?
The boots with fur. I'm betting Tyler.
I was gonna go Tyler as well.
I'm betting Tyler.
Yeah, it's totally Tyler.
But
Which like, what's wrong with you guys? It's me.
no, man. There ain't nothing wrong with that thing, Holland. All the most gotta do is ask you.
He's calling Baton Rouge.
Wait, you
All you gotta do is have no more online.
Operator, won't you put me on the line? Gotta talk to my girl just one more time. Yep, it is Tyler. We were right.
And Tom all Tyler. We love Tyler. We love that. We love the
love
Bengals.
Tyler.
Bengals fan counseling, the best. You gotta watch the
Tigers.
Bengals fan counseling.
Yeah, go Tigers.
Go Tigers.
I got John here. Last year was great. Or last year
Ugh.
it was Green Bay game that
That's
I know
true.
the team was different. Bengals team from the years past. And I mean, we were at that
We
game.
still love you, Iron Man. We still love you.
Yeah, we love it.
It was true. We could tell that the tide was turning, and we were a legit team. We looked damn good against them. Should have won that game.
But the thing
So-
That was the weirdest game of all time.
So let's erase that. The problem is we know that capability. If you think of this year as the year, suddenly we're a little worried, whatever, and then it was yesterday's game that's the Green Bay because we saw that deep ball, we saw what could be against adversity, and we can come out on top.
Well, Jeremy Nolan nailed it. The day no kicker could kick. Just
Yeah.
shank after shank after
that
shank
was-
until the end.
Oh,
It was exhausting, honestly.
Yeah, I felt. Oh man, and who knew? You know, there were in Bengals fandom there were some doubts about Evan, and then he tore it up.
That's
Afterward.
one thing I had on here was
And more right now, king of football.
that 52-yard field goal. I didn't realize it was 52 when I was like, oh, they're going to kick the field goal and cut it closer, and then we need
we're so
defensive
used
stall.
to him kicking it. We don't even pay attention to
Defensive-
yardage anymore.
No, I was just like, oh, that's a chip shot for him. And then after the game, I'm like, it was a 52-yarder. I'm like, oh, that was a big deal. Like, because they would have had possession at damn near midfield with the lead, like with a 5-point lead instead of a 2-point lead or whatever it was.
That's clutch.
Like, and he just hit it, no problem. It was like not even a stress when I was watching the game.
Exactly.
Yep.
Exactly. All right, guys, we've been here for like an hour and 13 minutes. You got anything else you want to say before I end this thing?
Thanks for allowing me on your Victory Monday.
Hey,
It's
you're
fun.
Go day, go Bengals.
We're gonna be back on tomorrow. We got the Bengals and Ice Brew Days tomorrow.
Yeah, Cap, you want to come on?
Yeah, you want
Bengals
to come on
and Brew
tomorrow, Cap?
Days?
You can be Ice Brew Days.
What time?
5:30.
Yeah, I can join you.
Same
Yeah,
bat
yeah,
time.
Same
bat
time.
channel.
Same Bengals time. Same Bengals channel.
And I am Chum Lee, motherfucker.
Yeah.
This is one person.
Mic drop.
I've never heard that, and now I cannot unsee that.
All right, Cap. Well, I'll send you a link tomorrow. We'll do this again.
All
Good day,
right,
brother.
Une, go Bengals.
Oh, Bengals. All right, guys. Like I always say, I hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. Those are two really good dudes. They're both. Dale sits right behind me, as y'all know. Cap sits a little farther in front of me, but I yell at him all the time during the game. So we have a lot of fun. So I hope you guys appreciate that and like that as much as I did. Let's get to the Facebook groups that let me live stream. They are Hooday Nation. And if you're not a part of these groups, go join them. Hooday Nation, Hooday Legion, Bearcat Ruckus, the Ice Cave. Excuse me, the Ice Bar. I'm in the Ice Cave. It's the Ice Bar. And then you can follow me on all my social media platforms, all under Sports with Strawberry Ice on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Twitter handle is at Jeff A. Trenopole. TikTok is at Iceman90. YouTubers at 1,905 subscribers. Like I said, all you guys are commenting today was awesome. You guys watch the show every time I do. It's so much fun. I appreciate you guys to death because I know I say this all the time, but I'm dead serious. If it wasn't for you guys, there'd be no reason to do a show. So I appreciate you guys supporting the show. So tell your friends, tell your neighbors. Let's try to get to 2,000 subscribers. I'm trying to get to 2,000 at least before I hit 1,000 videos or 1,000 shows. So I'm getting close to that. So tell your friends, tell your neighbors about Sports with Strawberry Ice. And I'm glad you guys have fun here. That's the whole point of this. This is supposed to be fun. We're Bengals fans. It's supposed to be fun. We're not supposed to be fighting with each other. We can all be pissed off at the team. We can be happy with the team. But don't be mad at your fellow Bengal fan. Let's have some fun. Atlanta's coming up. I cannot wait. Tomorrow, sounds like we're going to do the same thing again. It's going to be Ice Brew Days with Cap and Dale. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Anyway, like I said, tell your friends, tell your neighbors about Sports with Strawberry Ice. We had so much fun at RJ Cinema. We will be doing this again. Not this week, obviously, because we're playing Atlanta. But the next road game, actually, I take it back. Next road game is be Cleveland, and it's Halloween. So we probably won't do it then. But probably the road game after that. So I'll just stay tuned here. I'll keep you updated when we do it again. It's an awesome time. We were literally in the IMAX theater. It was huge. It was so much fun in there to watch it on a ginormous TV screen. The biggest ones you get. What TV?
Hey, you didn't offend me, man.
What?
I just wanted. He said I didn't mean to offend. You didn't offend me, dude. It's all love.
Who are you talking about? Oh, I see. Okay, he's gone. Okay, he didn't. Trust me, you cannot hurt Dale's feelings. Well, you can, but he doesn't get offended on here. If you get offended on here, then whatever. Anyway, it was so much fun at RJ Cinemas. So next time we do it, I will do a little better job of trying to promote it. But make sure you guys show up next time. Getting a lot of fun. Anyway, like I said, Ice Brew Days tomorrow with Cap. Wednesday, I'm going to have Satori on here, and he's going to do explosive plays for the Bengals, and we're going to do some film breakdown. So I'm pretty excited about that because Satori is really good at this stuff. Anyway, other than that, say with me, people. That's just sports, baby. See ya!
Let's go. Orange in the day, black in the night. Stripes in our veins, sparks gonna fly. The beast is awake, orange, black and white. Cause when the jungle come alive, day we ignite and Cincinnati, we gon' rise and in the jungle we unite and dripping orange and black and white. Day when we fight, live and die in Detroit. Wake up the beast, every day is a feast. Time to bust it off the leash. In the jungle, dripping heat. Tigers strike the city streets. East side, stand up. West side, stand up. If you reppin' who they? Time to put your hands up. Bingo stripes, we in it. New day, new age, yeah, we get it. Cincinnati jungle fitted. Who they in our house, we win it. Orange and black and white, we build it. Earn our stripes, you know we kill it. Bleed our colors, jungle dripping. Nasty, natty, yeah, we lit it. Lit the crowd, get the city loud. Yeah, we feasting now. Fit the pounds, make the city howl. Now we beastin' now. Thunder through the black and white. Cause when the jungle comes